guys are very blunt. You don't give a fuck at
true.
all.
I am very blunt.
But you mean well.
Yes. I don't mean
Cancer.
feelings, but...
July.
Cancer. June 26th. But yeah, it's like the beginning part
My
of July.
mom's a Cancer.
Is she July?
She's July 6th, yeah.
Okay. Because July cancers are different from June cancers.
Yeah, very emotional.
That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know. My mom and my sisters are big into all that horoscope stuff.
I think it's a girl thing.
So I was...
More girl than boy.
For sure.
I know.
Franjez, what are you?
Gemini. June 2nd.
Gemini. Okay. Oh, it's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah,
You
it's
too.
coming up. Yep, that's right. Yo, before we start, I'm going to pee.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, he was telling me about you when I first met him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love that.
This guy's a crazy promoter.
Nice.
That's what I really like about him. He's not...
No, he doesn't gatekeep. He puts everybody on.
Gatekeeping is weird.
It is weird. That's another thing with events. You'll meet people like that.
Yeah, well,
and it's like, what the hell is that
I had a partner who
about?
was trying to gatekeep me. We cut him off from the group because I host events, but I also DJ.
Right.
So it's like I go DJ for other people.
Right.
You know, that's my business.
Yeah, of course.
So he was like, "Oh, when you're DJing in those spots, you could be DJing here." I'm like, "No, bro, I could be DJing there because me going out there is creating clientele."
Exactly. You're networking.
And that, like, this is my job.
Yeah.
I can't just DJ at one space. I'm like, you got me
No.
signed like Jordan?
Yeah, no.
You paying my salary? What are you
like
talking
it's your
about?
residency.
What the hell?
Yeah, people are weird.
I was in a suite last night at the Yankees Mexican Man.
Oh,
Let's go with that.
fancy.
No, I'm not like that at all. My friend works for Goldman Sachs, so I guess we were in like... He gave
Was it a
gave
better
us the high life.
experience, or
Oh,
do
yeah.
you prefer
It's
like
all-
being with the crowd?
No, it was... You know what's funny? Is how they try to like separate different classes in everything.
And everything.
In everything.
To get you to pay for the elite shit so you can be one of them.
But like once you're in there, like
it's hard to go back.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is nice. We were the suite next to us was Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh man.
And the suite next to us on the right was the whole New York Liberty. It was
Wow.
yeah, felt good.
I like it.
Gotta act like you belong though there, you know?
Oh yeah. Talk about it with Franjez. Today we have 3 returning guests. Starting from my right, DJ iAmPapaBeats, Natalie, and Josh Dooz. Welcome back, everybody. Let's start with a little wellness check. How's everybody doing? Starting with Papa.
I'm doing fantastic.
I was
Straight to
gonna
the
say
point. I like
fantastic.
it. You gonna use the
Yeah,
word?
yeah.
All right.
Fabulous.
There you go.
Now you gotta come up with another one.
Stupendous.
There you go.
Ah, I like that. I like that. I was gonna do an intro and all that, but let's run down the line real quick. Let the people know. Let's say this is the first time these people are tuning in. A little bit about you, who you are, and then we'll move on and rip it up the line.
Alrighty, how you guys doing? My name is iAmPapaBeats. I'm a DJ, producer, artist, and a showrunner. I make all types of different types of music. I do all different types of events, and I just love the music game, man.
My man, I love it. Natalie, bring it home.
Yes, my name is Natalie. I host events too. I do a lot of pop-up shops, workshops, regular nightlife parties. I used to podcast, and yeah, that's about it.
Damn, used to.
I used to. Yeah, we're done.
Really?
We're done. But I am a growth seeker. That's what I like to say. I'm a
right,
growth
all
seeker.
Growth seeker. I
Still
like
growing.
that. My name is Josh Dooz, and I'm a human, just enjoying the human earth experience. And yeah, I'm a growth seeker, just trying to be a better man, human every day.
I like that.
And on top of that, I own a recording studio. I teach yoga, which I teach tonight.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I'm just trying to be better every day. I throw events as well.
Fire.
So we all have that in common.
Yes.
And we all love music.
I love it.
We're all from the 914.
Oh yeah.
Let's get it.
Somewhat.
Somewhat.
But this is going to be good because it's all about events. So I would love to start off with everyone's first event. Who wants to start it off? How did your first event go? And tell us about it. Does anyone even remember?
Like you
Okay.
hosting the event or like performing at the event? Because I could give you my first time I ever DJ'd, or I give you my first time I hosted. Like
Do both.
Yeah.
first time I ever DJ'd. Honestly, I started DJing for free.
Oh, man, that's how you're supposed to start.
I opened up a music studio on McLean Avenue over there, and there was a bar right downstairs. It's called Ireland's 32. So I was just in my studio, and I was just trying to figure out a way to better market myself and make money at the same time, because I was already doing the engineering and the producing. So I came up with the idea to start DJing. So I went to the bar. I was chilling at the bar. I felt the vibe. I felt the scene. I looked at the DJ, and I just seen everything going around. I really felt like I could do this. Like, this is what I could do. So I went up to the owner of the bar. I had a conversation with him. I told him, look, I think I could offer you something here. I could do something for you. Let's try doing a karaoke night on Thursdays. So we started doing karaoke night. At the time, I didn't even have a DJ controller. I just had my laptop, a HDMI wire, and mics.
And you figured it out.
And I figured it out. And then from there, they had a Friday night DJ there that was messing up. So he hit me up. He was like, yo, Papa, you want to come in on Friday night and DJ this Friday night? I was like, hell yeah, bro, I'm going to be the best DJ you ever had.
My man.
I never touched the tables yet.
Yo, that's how you do it.
So I had a week to practice. I didn't really practice. Just got my set ready. I just like practiced a little bit, and then showtime came, and I just did it. And since then, I was just doing events.
How'd it go?
Shit went great.
When was this? Like what year?
This was around the end of 2021.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Just throw yourself into the gauntlet and figure it out.
Literally.
100%.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that the fear is what holds people back.
100%.
It's scary jumping in. It's very scary jumping in.
Yeah.
That was how you started DJing.
DJing.
And what was the other one?
So what led into doing events is I teamed up with my partner, John Lemon. I was doing the bars, I was doing the gigs, doing weddings, doing regular DJ. I had a partner named, it's still my partner, DJ Smooth. We was just doing mad events and different things. And then
Smooth, I know that.
You Smooth? Yeah, that's my brother right there.
I heard that.
So I had taken a little hiatus from doing the bars because the thing with the bars is really political, in the sense that you have to be playing what the bar wants. You have to do certain things that the bar needs. And it's just certain shit that, as when you're a DJ and you want freedom and you really want to do shows and you really want to create and put on, it becomes difficult to do it in those environments.
Yeah.
So my boy John Lemon, he had like this little lounge he did because he has like his weed brand, and he would have like people come and just chill and smoke and cop his bud. And it was just like a hangout area. And he had reached out to me like, yo, Ant, you want to come and just spin some music? So I came and I just spun some music, and I saw the vibe and I saw the vision. I was like, yo, bro, what we need to start doing here is every single night I'm going to have underground artists come and just perform. So we're going to have like a little lounge vibe, smoke area, and then at 12 o'clock I'm going to just put people to perform. And we just started putting people to perform, and then with that, we just started doing this event, that event. We just started trying shit out, and shit just went up from there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, it just trickles. It just keeps
It
going.
just trickles, yeah. We were doing it on School Street. We was doing it in like an upstairs area. It was probably like 2 of these rooms. Just doing it there, and then we had invested into like the downstairs area. It was maybe like 1,500 square feet. It was an inside area and an outside. And we were just, throwing events, putting our people on. I had my cousin working as the bartender. I'm the DJ. My boy's working at the door. My boy's security. Just figuring this shit out, just doing it.
That's amazing.
Fire.
Natalie, first event.
Yeah, my first event. So like I said before I was doing events, I was podcasting only. And I was meeting a lot of great people, had a lot of great guests. But I kind of wanted to network and like meet other people. But at the time, like, it just wasn't clicking. I was going out a lot, and I was in the nightlife space a lot. Like, I was partying, and it was a vibe, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I started going to pop-up shop events in the city. And I was like, I like this. Like, this is cool. I'm meeting so many, like, dope vendors. They have really cool history.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why did you start going to pop-up events?
So actually, I got asked by someone who was hosting their own pop-up event to do interviews
Okay,
for
so
the
someone
artists.
you personally knew.
Well, I met her like friend of a friend kind of
Okay.
thing. And it was like, it was more so like, this could be a good opportunity for the podcast. Like, you can interview artists who are there, who are performing. We'll have content. Like, my partner Anthony at the time was telling me like, this is a great opportunity. But I think low key, it was like God wanted me to just see that. Because I had more fun just like walking and enjoying the event than actually interviewing people. So I was like, I could do this. Like, I can set the vibe. I can find a DJ. I know enough DJs. I know enough promoters. I know enough people in the life that could help me with this. But my first event is kind of funny because he said the same thing. Like, he didn't even have all his equipment. Like, my first event, I booked this huge space in Hunts Point in the Bronx. Shout out to Bronxlandia. My first event, booked it, put it on my credit card. Like, okay, I'm going to do an event. But I knew no one. I knew no vendors. I just had, like, the DJs that I knew. So I was like, what the fuck am I going to do right now? I have no one to fill up this space, and I have to pay this back. Like, I just put it on my credit card. It was like over $1,000 at the time. So I was like literally on Instagram messaging vendors at like 2 a.m, like, hey, my name is Natalie. I have a podcast, but I'm doing this pop-up shop. Would you like to be? And luckily, everyone I hit up, they wanted to be a part of it.
Wow.
Without me having any, like literally, I was hitting them up from my podcast page. So I had nothing to show that I had ever done events before. And people had to pay a vendor fee. So they were taking a risk. Like, who is this girl? Is she even going to bring customers out for us? But they agreed. I did the event, and it was, I still say to this day, that was my most successful event. Like, so
no way.
I swear to you.
First one.
My first one, you could.
Maybe because you were so scared, you went so hard.
I think
exciting,
that, but I
like,
also
right?
think like
First
a
time.
lot of people saw me like promoting it on social media that I knew, and they were like, "What the fuck is Natalie doing? Like, she's never done anything like this." So people from like high school that I hadn't spoken to in years came.
Wow.
My family members that I hadn't seen in mad long came, and it was so successful. Like, vendors made like over $1,000 that day. It was fire.
Oh,
And it was just lit. Like, I had the food vendors, I had the DJ. You were able to smoke at the time, so like people were smoking their weed. It was lit.
Valid.
And yeah, ever since then I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing because I'm good at it.
Nice.
And that's it.
Josh, the
It's a
first
good
one.
feeling when you, like, not only you're making money, you're making other people
Yeah.
money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're making, like, the bar's good, the venue's good, people around that are affiliated with you are
Everyone's
good.
like, oh my God, this is so much
Yeah,
fun.
that's
Thank you
a
for
good
doing this.
feeling.
When's the next one? It's like, oh my God.
Everyone
Yeah.
eats.
Yeah, everyone eats. That's right. What about me?
Yeah, first event.
Similar to you, the first one I had with Stockroom Records and like somewhat professional. Everyone came out of the woodworks. It was like right after COVID, so everyone was eager to get out. High school friends, college friends, like my sister's friends, everybody, family, people were coming out of nowhere, and it was packed. It was the first one about 4 months after I opened up Stockroom Records in 2021. This was January of 2022 when the show was. Long story short, it was a shit show. And yeah, it was
Wait,
like
I was not expecting that.
no, it was like 200 people at it. And it was like just beyond anything I could. Like, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to throw a show. And I'm going to get some artists
Yeah.
and people, and we're going to do music.
It sounds so easy,
I'm
right?
gonna get a DJ. I had my cousin and my mom checking tickets at the door, which they still do. Excuse me. You've probably seen
Of course.
my mom and sisters are at every show. Yeah, no, it was a learning curve because like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing at all. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, I feel like we
and I
just
do.
wing it, to be honest.
It
Like, we
gets
know
better.
what we're doing fundamentally, but like anything, like we said earlier, anything could go wrong.
Anything
Yeah.
could go wrong.
And you really are in charge of the energy in that. Like, if
Yeah.
something is off, the whole thing can be thrown off.
Yeah,
So it's a lot.
What was the biggest thing you learned?
just keep doing it. Keep getting the reps in. I had shows that were flops, and it didn't stop me. Like I'm not embarrassed by anything. I
course.
just I have no shame in anything.
I have a saying that you're supposed to perform whether there's the same if there's one person there, if there's 100 people there. You got to give that
Yo,
same
Did
effort.
we not say that at every?
100%,
You heard it.
100%.
We've said that at a
100%.
lot
That same
of open
effort,
mics.
you know what I
Gotta go
mean?
hard.
The show goes on.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I was telling you that yesterday we was talking. That's when you fail the show.
Yeah.
When you let the overwhelming feeling of I can't do this win. Then the show don't go on. Now it's a flop. But if no matter what, even if there was one person there, it was a financial disaster, the show went on and you put on, that's a successful night to me.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying?
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Talk
Yeah.
about it.
If
Yeah.
I had my horns, Papa.
Oh, one thing I learned. Sorry to go back. My first shows and couple shows, I used to get like kind of like
Lit?
Yeah, I used to get like fucked up at
Yeah,
these
you can't.
shows, and like I was just having fun. But looking back on it, I was like, wow, these shows sucked. Like these were a shit show. These were so unorganized. Like the sound was not right.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's business, and we have a good time. But it's like
Business.
I'm trying to put on a show for the people.
Right.
So yeah,
I like the
Add that
party
in there.
after the show's over.
Yeah. How about your worst event that you learned from? Not even worst event. The biggest
Man.
learning lesson.
The biggest learning lesson for me is understanding how much time, effort, everything takes. You know what I mean? It's nothing's easy. It's real simple to say, I'm going to do this. You know, it's about figuring out how are you going to do this. I could look at a mountain and be like, I'm going to climb it. But if I don't got no climbing gear, how the fuck am I going to get up there? You know, so it's about acquiring the tools to be able to achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah.
You know, and also that people are unreliable, but also very reliable. You know, it's kind of crazy how like the spectrum works. You know.
Yeah.
And also like anything can go wrong at any moment. Like they were saying, like literally, like we could be vibing and the speaker blow up. How are you gonna get past that? It's always figuring out how you're gonna get past each speed bump.
In those moments, you find out who the people on your team that can handle those pressure moments are.
Yeah.
You find out who
when,
you. Yep.
when things are going to shit, people are waiting on you, and you got to figure something out, but you're calm under pressure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's who you see who you are when those pressure moments happen, because it happens.
I like that.
You know what I mean? And also, like, remember that you are in control of the show, you know? Because a lot of people are going to, while you're doing the show, a lot of people are going to tell you what you should be doing, how you should be doing it, this way, that way. No, I'm
It's
running
like
the
then
show.
you do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Since you know so fucking much.
You know it, right?
Where's your
Everything.
event? I'm waiting. I will be the first one at the door. Let me know. No,
Facts.
it's
Telling
true
you.
though. Like everyone has an opinion.
Telling you, even DJing, like one of the worst experiences I remember it happened to me was I was DJing, and while I was DJing, my wire fucked up. And this guy came up to me, he was like, yo, I want you to play Birthday Sex for me and my girl. It's her birthday. I was like, I got you, bro. As soon as I start playing this song, he's like, yo, you fucked it up, lad. He's an Irish dude. I was just like, hey, man, what you want me to do, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I switched it out. I played it. There's nothing you can really do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just got to live and learn from it and try to be better at the next one. You know, preparation prevents poor
5 Ps.
performance, right?
Yeah.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Yeah.
Natalie, the biggest learning.
For me, it's stop comparing your events to other people's events. Like, especially when I first started, it's like, okay, you can be inspired and you can see, okay, I would want to work to get an event to have that many people like this event I just saw on social media. Or my friend that did this event, it's amazing. But like, that doesn't mean that I have to do things exactly like them, because it also may not even turn out the same way. Like, I think the most important thing is like to remember why you got into it in the first place and really be clear on like what kind of energy and vibe you really want to bring, and just focus on that. And like another thing too is don't worry about the outcome so much. Like whoever shows up, great.
Yeah.
But like you said, the show goes on. And it matters to me like that the right people come. That I'm attracting my crowd, the people who actually want what I'm providing. Not just like any random person who's gonna come, be negative, talk shit. Like it's just important that you have the right community. So just stay focused. And stay focused on like I said, your mission, your goal. What are you really trying to achieve? And that really should be the only thing that matters. So that's what I learned.
I love it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You have a big aha moment or a big like a moment where it's like, damn, that's a big learning lesson. I'll never do that again. Anything that stands out?
Yeah, I mean, not like drinking during the
Oh,
shows.
the drinking one,
is,
yeah, that's number
is
one.
a
That's
big
a good
one.
That is a big one.
Yeah,
Ooh,
like
that is a
staying
big one.
sharp. You know, like you said, you're kind of in control of the shows. Like you gotta vaguely facilitate the creative energy and flow of the show. But yeah, that, and then just, I guess, trying to keep as minimum stress as possible during it, or being able to perform under stress, which is the same thing in some way, I guess.
Yeah, like keep your cool.
Yeah, just be cool. It is what it is. I'm trying to figure out how to balance the hats of like also performing and stuff during the shows while having to market the show,
That's
while
a lot.
putting the show together, talking to the artists, getting the set list, talking to the venue, dealing with shit in the, ticket sales. So it's just, yeah.
It's a lot. It's
a
many
lot.
hats. People don't understand.
Many hats to wear.
People don't really understand or realize the overhead that
Yeah.
comes with doing an event. It's not only financial. You know what I'm saying? Financial is,
Bro, the expenses that you have to pay too. You have to pay people out. Like,
Yeah,
no
you
one's
have
going to
to.
do this shit
you got to
for
pay
free.
people out. You got to pay for the venue. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for this. I got to get paid somehow.
And they got someone complaining like, oh, why didn't you have this special like, what do you call it, like party favors? Like, bitch, did you cut a check for this event?
Are you coming me to Party City?
Yeah,
And
like,
spending
it's a
$100?
lot. We're venting now.
Did you
Come on.
Did you cut a check?
Did you cut a check?
talking
Because
about?
a lot of they just love to weigh in, and it's like you don't understand. And what you said about promoting it too,
Yeah.
that's a job. Like after
That's-
this,
Oh, it's
I'm literally doing a
draining.
photo shoot for my
Let's
next
jump
event in
on-
June.
It's draining, but
Let's
it's
jump on
draining,
promotion and ads.
but it's fueling in the same way. Like
Right.
it's a high when you got an event coming up and you got to market it. Like you're in show mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't understand that. Your
Yeah.
girl, your man's, like
Yeah.
people that you're with. Like when you're in show mode, you're locked
there.
in.
Locked
and then
in.
after the show happens, it's like it's like a breath of
You
fresh
sleep
air.
like
off
a
your-
baby.
Yeah.
Let's run through it. What's show mode?
Show mode is
Yeah.
I don't
show
got time
mode.
for you.
Show mode is like you're in a different kind of tunnel
Yeah.
vision.
Showtime.
And it's like anybody you talk to in line at a coffee shop, oh yeah, I got this show coming up in 3 days.
Yeah.
You should pop out. You should come out. Bring your
Literally,
sister.
yeah, everything you do before the event, you like go with the intention to let them know that you have something coming up. And it doesn't matter who it is. You just have to put it out there and talk about it.
I think it is something that's naturally born in us though, a little bit. Like we're a different kind of breed. The
100%.
promoter breed, you know?
Yeah, because you can't be shy.
No.
Or embarrassed.
Yep.
And you can't be ashamed of what you're doing. Because if you're like not, if you don't want to talk about what it is that you're doing or planning, then why are you doing it?
100%.
You know, you have to
Exactly.
talk about it. Put yourself out there.
So let's talk about promotion and ads. How do you guys go about it? Starting with Papa. What do you do promotion wise? And like, I also want to know when do you guys start promoting? 30 days out, stuff like that.
I mean, it really depends on the type of event because some events you can promote way too early
Why?
and lose
Why
that
and
hype.
which ones?
It really depends on
Let's
what
say
you
it's
got.
karaoke. Let's say it's a wedding. Well, not a wedding. They don't promote weddings.
Karaoke, you could promote a month
like
in
a year-
advance.
it's like a year
Karaoke,
before.
you could promote every single day, every day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A show, depending on the type of artist, like, because some shows work as a pop-up. Sometimes you could promote day before. That's just
They
a
got a big
pop-up.
fan base. That can happen.
You know what I'm
easy.
saying? Or some shows you promote. I like to promote 2 weeks and 3 weeks before. You know what I'm saying? I tried the month before. I just feel like it builds up hype, and then like people just
Forget.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have like you booked out an artist. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You paid for a bookie to pull up. People are pulling up. You could
Yeah.
promote that any. You got Drake pulling up. You can promote that
The
6
day
months in
of.
advance or a day of.
The
You know what I'm
day
saying?
of.
It don't matter. So it really depends. And as a showrunner, you'll know like, all right, this is how much time I need to promote this. And if I don't get it in this window, then I'm fucking up.
So what do you do? Social media. And what
Social
else?
media, you got to look into Google ads, you look into YouTube ads, Instagram ads, all this type of social media advertisement you could get, promotion videos, creating eye-appealing and catchy flyers, nice captions, creating promos and deals and things that's going to attract people.
You know any ads that work better than others? Have you tried all of them?
I think I can continue to get better and better and better.
I mean, do some perform better? Do you think? on
Absolutely.
Some platforms?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one you think?
I think that Instagram is a great place to promote on, just because a lot of people are on it.
Yeah.
So, and I also like to do the physical promotion. Like I print out
Really?
flyers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Hell yeah.
Where do you hand them out?
I tape them up on the streets and the walls,
Nice.
and I hand them out to businesses. I'll put them
On
up
trees.
on trees. I went
Shit.
from,
On
from
mailboxes.
for my last two events.
Post offices.
I did Rage Fest, and I did one called Enter the Rage. Oh no, Enter. What can I remember? It was
even matter,
Rage.
man.
Don't even matter. I did two events. I did a hip hop show and a metal show, and for both of those, I did just straight physical promotion. I even bought a poster, put it on the venue.
Wow.
Nice.
And just went all out with that.
Natalie, what do you do about ads and promotion?
Same with him, social media. I think Instagram for me is my main social media outlet. But I'm more so like in person, and I will go into your DMs. And I will explain my event to you. I'll send you the ticket link. So
What do you
I'm
mean
like,
in person? What do you do?
no, like when I go
Flyers?
out, whenever I go, no, I don't do flyers.
Oh,
I
word of
was
mouth.
doing it for my first couple of pop-up shops, and then I just stopped. I felt like it made no difference for me personally. Maybe I could have
Trying to
done
save the
more.
environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm more so like just straight to your DMs. Like, yo, I have this event coming up, blah, blah, blah. There was another question you asked.
Ads?
Ads? Yeah, I pay for the ads too on Instagram.
Which, just Instagram?
Yeah,
it is?
Instagram. Because I'm not a big TikToker.
You think it works?
I don't
Like,
even have TikTok.
Does
pretty
anybody
bad.
ever say, I found this event off of
For my
an ad?
pop-up shops, yes, because like when I do the free RSVP link on Posh, I'm able to see, and I do get a lot of RSVPs, like random people I don't know, and I
Nice.
know it's coming from the ads.
Nice.
But like when it's a ticketed link, I have to work a little bit harder because people want to know why they're paying,
Yeah, 100%.
you know? So yeah.
Josh,
Absolutely. I'll spill a little sauce.
do it.
Yeah, so I think what makes for a successful show is letting the show sell itself too. Like making people like, yo, my last show, I had like 8 different artists on, 3 bands, kosher deals, like somewhat C-lister, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, then a salsa lesson and a salsa social that it turned into with a Latin band, and on top of that, he did a tap dance performance. And like, everyone's different, but what I'm trying to say is they have their networks. There's like 15 people included in the show. I'm gonna make collaborative posts with all of them. I'm gonna market to their audience, make them like the star for a little bit, you know, and then they sell their tickets. I give them incentives on commission, on like how many tickets they sell. They get a percentage of it.
That's nice.
So let's say 15 people are involved in the show, and you get like, they sell on average 7 tickets per person. I don't know why I picked that number. They probably sell more than that. Maybe less.
Yeah, make a certain percentage.
But
everybody's different.
what I'm trying to say, 7 to 10, what's that? That's like 100 people just based on just on
Who you got
their
involved.
crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'm pushing it on social media. I'm pushing it in person everywhere I go against. My parents own a dance studio. I have them email it out.
Nice.
Like, I have no shame. I'm in people's DMs,
Nice.
letting them know about the show.
You guys have newsletters? Do you do newsletters?
I have constant contact, which I like.
I don't
send
know. I
emails
need a
out.
newsletter.
Yeah, you got to get on that.
I've been taking a marketing class, so it's been teaching me about email marketing.
Yeah.
So I created a survey. If you want to take it on my Instagram, you could take it. So it's a survey, so I could create like a email list. It asks people if it's okay to
email them.
email them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't even got to ask for permission. They'll unsubscribe if they don't want it.
I asked for permission.
Don't ask for permission. Ask for forgiveness.
Because in my marketing class, it's true. Like 80%, 90% of the most marketing is done through email. So
Yeah.
probably like a lot of times deals happen because I get a random email from Amazon or Express or whatever the fuck I signed up for because I wanted 20% off. You know.
No, yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
100%.
So
Dooz, this
Yo.
is time, bro. Let's talk about how that event went.
What?
Let's
last
jump
show?
into your last event.
A little controversy?
Let's talk about the controversy.
Oh,
Spill
shit.
the
we can
beans,
talk
bro.
about it. Yeah, this last show was an interesting, big learning lesson for me, because I finally got an artist with like a good amount of clout, somewhat, you know, he has like 155,000 Instagram followers. He was on Wild and Out, like Kosher Dills. He's like a well-known rapper. I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I'm kind of ignorant sometimes, and I'm just all about the music and the art. I'm not about anything political. He's a very proud Jewish man, and like, yeah, long story short, I guess I was promoting the hell out of this show in Yonkers. It was at Yonkers, and yeah, I guess like there was some like pro-Palestine threats and stuff, and like all that, which I'm not trying to get involved in any political anything. I'm just trying to put a music show on.
yeah.
So then now I'm talking to the venue. I'm talking to him. I'm talking to I'm getting threats saying there's going to be protests and stuff outside our show. I have to not like talk. I have to not tell the artist because I don't want to scare anybody.
Right.
Like, so I was just trying to. I had anxiety for like 2 days leading up to, for like 2 days, and then I was able to breathe through it. I'm a yoga instructor. I guess I could give myself
Use
some
those
tactics.
techniques.
Yeah. And I took some ashwagandha as well. That helps a lot.
Okay.
But then I just, after talking with the venue, with all them, I was like, yo, fuck it. The show goes on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not backing down.
I like that.
The show fucking goes on. Like, there was a moment I was like, oh, am I going to take him off the set list? Or, like, should I stop promoting him that much? And I was like, nah, I'm going to double down. I'm going to fucking promote it. If anything, News 12 is there. More publicity. Fuck it.
Show goes on.
Anyway, the show went well. They didn't even
Great.
show up.
See?
Police was there. There was security.
Nice.
Nothing happened. Nothing political on my end. I'm just trying to make art and have a community and put on a good show.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Understandable.
And but that was a lot to deal with. And then I went on and performed a song, and like I couldn't even get in performance mode because I got, yo, is there gonna be a fucking protest outside? did I sell enough tickets? Like, is the show gonna go smooth? I don't know.
I think
A lot to deal with.
I perform as well too at my shows because I have like my record labels, SYO Records. We a whole group. You know what I'm saying? So even at my shows, I do perform. Sometimes I'll perform early. Sometimes I'll wait till the end of the show after everyone performs, then I'll perform.
I like to get it over with.
But I
quick.
feel like when you on that stage, you gotta just like you're not the showrunner no more. Like you the artist now.
Yeah.
And you gotta just clear your mind, just let it go. Like I'm here. This is right now.
Yeah, that's
and all
facts.
that
That's
other
right.
stuff. I worry
Mind you,
about
I'm
that as soon as it's
I'm
over.
emceeing the whole night too, and
Oh,
hosting the
God.
entire night, introducing everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yesterday at Yonkers Arts, they just asked us to perform. I didn't have to worry about it. I think it was one of the best sets I've had in a long time because
You could
I just
focus.
showed up as an artist.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's great sometimes to pull up like that.
Oh, it was nice. I didn't have to worry about anything.
Nothing.
It's great. Yeah, man. So that's what happened at that show, but whatever.
The show
See, it
went
works
Show goes
out.
It was a
on.
great
Life
show.
is
Yeah,
life.
I
I got another
Everybody's-
saying too. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Straight up. 100%.
We're all gonna
Shit's
die. It's
always
not
gonna
that
happen.
serious, whatever it is.
What makes you decide yes or no on a vendor? Anybody want to jump
Yes
in?
or no on a vendor?
Oof. For me, I feel like I care if the vendor, if it's unique products. There's people
what?
who have
Oh, like
wanted,
custom, like something
they
custom
have their
made.
own small business that they started, and they, like they have like their own skincare line or their own makeup or jewelry. There's been people who've been wanting to like sell like stuff that they can buy in CVS. And they'll hit me and I'm like, no, I don't want that. So that's the only, but I usually say yes to everybody. I know some people, some event hosts, they say yes or no depending on the person's social media feed. How many followers they have.
Oh.
And then just how their feed looks like, if they're creative with their products and how their marketing looks. I don't like to judge people based on that because I work with a lot of older people too and they have really good products, but they're not into social media like that. So why would I write them off?
Yeah, not off social media.
Right. So I care more about like the quality of their products, and yeah, that's what will help me say yes.
I'm with you on that. As long as they're selling something to, like, they're not just selling baloney. Like, as long as they, actually, like, I see, they don't have to have a social media presence. As long as I see they're serious about what they're going to sell to the people,
Yep.
then I'm serious about them. I've had all different types of vendors. I had a show, the guy was selling pop figures.
What's that?
Do you know little pop figures?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Like
he
the
was selling-
Funko Pops.
Yeah, the little Funko Pops. They were selling that. You know what I mean? I had, we have,
like dolls.
we have like she came a lot. She comes a lot to my partner's events. It's I don't want to get her name wrong, but so I'm not gonna say her full name, but she has like a spa. She has a spa like in Jersey and stuff.
Okay.
I think it's like Abdor Spa. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name. But she'll come and she'll sell like spa products and she'll have like a screen showing everything she does at the spa.
I like that.
That's dope.
Things like that. Also, like, we like to take care of our vendors. That's very, because my partner is a vendor himself. He has his brand and he vendors at events. So it's very important to me that my vendors are taken care of. Because vendors are supporting the event the other day. They're paying to be there.
Yeah.
And that money, where's it going? It's going towards the event. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big goal for me. You know what I'm saying? That if I'm going to choose my vendor, I'm going to make sure that they're taken care of. I don't want them to waste their time.
I
You
like
know what I mean?
it.
Either.
Yeah.
Do you do much vendors, Josh? I always see you have your merch trail, but never.
No, I don't really do too much vendors. I should though. I should.
Definitely.
It's good.
I mean, I've had it every now and then. A couple people set up tables, but like, not too much. I should though.
We
If
had
it
a-
aligns with like my brand and my vision and what we're doing, then yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
You could also have
what
like
makes sense.
activations, like a tattoo artist.
Oh, I had that a bunch
Yeah.
of
That
times.
could probably match with the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of times. I had a
Or
bunch
like
of people.
tooth gems are really popular right now. Everyone wants them. So like I try to get those type of vendors too.
So Natalie, you spoke about your most successful event. It was the first one, which is amazing. How about your Josh and Pop?
I feel like I'm yet to have my most successful event.
Come on. I mean, out of all the ones you have,
I mean,
like,
it's
what
just gonna get
stands
bigger
out?
and bigger. What stands out was the last two I did
My man.
because me and my partner got out of our comfort zone. I had a venue, like I said, on School Street, and we was there for maybe about a year. And like I'm all about growth. I don't like to stay stagnant. So I didn't like we were at that venue. We were doing our events. We were doing that, but I just felt like we did what we had to do there. It's time to hit the road, take the
Yeah.
show on the road. Hit up several places. So I went out and I booked a venue on the waterfront.
Nice.
And it's right next to the Yonkers Brewery. It's a water right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did me and my brother Swank Patron. Shout out Swank Patron.
Swank.
We host a show called Rage Fest.
Oh, I know about. I heard about that.
Yeah,
they were talking about that.
Yeah,
I
we
think,
do
on the
that.
podcast.
We gotta go to the next one, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I never
you do
been.
it?
I want to go.
well, we did
yeah.
3 Rage Fests already. So we do it.
Quest, Georgie.
Yeah, they
they're all
performed there. Yeah, they performed
Nice.
at the Rage Fest. Yeah, so we did Rage Fest 3, and then I did a metal show, which for some apparent reason I'm forgetting the name of the show, even though I made an amazing flyer to it. I'm so
Feel free to go on your
pissed.
phone and look at the
My
flyer.
phone is over there.
You want it?
Yeah, I got it.
He's
I got
like,
it.
I need to know what
can't.
this
It's fucking me up because I made such a sexy flyer. I took like so much
Yeah,
time.
flyers take so long
Oh, yeah.
to make, by the way.
Absolutely.
Gotta make a
Holy
flyer
mo-
for everything.
For everything. Crazy.
Josh,
What's up?
Your most successful, best event that went so good it stands out of the rest.
Well, like he said, everyone. Like you said, I'm a growth seeker. Everyone gets better and better. I really, truly believe. You've been to a lot of my shows.
Of course.
I think each one is bigger and better
It
and
is.
more professional and more
I love
polished.
I
that.
agree with you. Yeah,
It is.
I
Like,
agree.
if we wanted, so it depends. So my first 2 shows that I ever threw, those are probably the ones that the most people ever came to.
Okay.
They were also the most unorganized, most unprofessional, rowdiest, drunkest. Like, yeah. So those are the first 2 shows I ever threw. Probably sold over 200 tickets to both those.
Amazing.
It was crazy. It was madness. But every show after that, maybe I haven't sold as many tickets as that. But like, the shows itself are going so much smoother. I'm getting better flowing with the show, like
That's what
being
it's
an
about,
MC,
Yep.
like curating the set list perfectly, knowing who to put on what. And you know what's another thing? Everything always ends up working out. Like some artists might drop out of the show or something. You're like, I don't know if I really wanted him
Everything
anyway.
happens for a reason.
And then-
man.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, and then you're like, yo, yeah.
Love when that happens.
It
And
works
then
out.
someone will reach out to you, and you're like, yes, this
Yep.
is perfect.
Yep.
Like it
Oh my
just
God, yes.
all happens. And I've been, leading up, I used to get stressed and like think I need to do a lot of stuff for the shows. Lately, I put it out. I put the flyer out like a month in advance just to give them the date, all that. Heavy promoting about 2 weeks in. It's absolute show mode. But I sit back a little more. I'm not like stressed about it as much. I'm like, whatever it is, it is. This is a good show. People are going to come.
Yeah.
The talent is here. The pieces of the puzzle are here.
Yeah.
See
I
how
think
it
that's
goes.
how I am now, more
Yeah.
so. Like in the beginning, I was super stressed
Yes.
out and like trying to control everything. And now I'm just like, you know what? I did what I needed to do.
Right.
So, and I know I gave it my all. I promoted. I did the good flyer. I know the event itself is going to be fire. So it just is what it is.
Isn't that exactly how I felt about the event we did on Saturday?
100%.
Wasn't I telling you that the whole time?
100%.
It's like, bro, just relax.
Yeah, we're going to chill.
Mind you, you're also stressed. They better go in at 7:30. They're not 1 minute late. People gonna start leaving. He was stressed, bro. He
I'm
had
not
to
stressed.
chill.
I'm
They're
not stressed.
saying?
It's about showtime, man.
Now 1 minute after
It's
7:30,
not- it's
come
about
out, the show's over.
Show-
Everybody's gonna leave.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did.
I did not say that. I said showtime is showtime, man. I like to be on time and on target.
Well,
If this-
facts.
What if
Yeah,
the people
I feel
aren't
that.
on time though?
then you got to push it, and that's what we did. I'm not.
That's what the
there's
artist
one thing
responded.
There's one thing I'm not is stubborn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not stubborn. I have to work with the people. I have to look at the crowd. I have to understand. Like I'll even talk about like in this, you could get, power is a scary thing. And when you have power, you could get lost in that power. You could think you're the man. So I would say like ego check moments are very important.
Absolutely.
Because your ego get checked, and it's up for you at that moment when you get checked. You're like, I'm the man, but the man could listen. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
growth,
like that.
So like I had a moment one time we was doing a show.
Yeah, let's take a shot for that.
We would-
Pass
we
me
would-
my cup, please.
We was doing a show.
That is right behind
Me and
your
Swank
coffee
was
cup.
doing a
That
show.
plastic cup, Yep. Thank you.
I'll wait.
Back in?
Nah, I'm good.
This guy.
Me and Swank was doing a show.
There we go.
I'm taking that
Hey,
cheese.
give me a baby.
There you go, baby. Get your beak wet, man.
Yeah. Give me a baby guy.
It's not a baby for
Yeah. Franjez a heavy drink over here, man.
Moly.
It's a little bit here, a lot of
I
bit.
got heavy
Cheers,
hands.
guys.
Yo, you
Salud,
consider
salud.
that a baby?
Salud, yeah. Salud.
You gotta take the whole thing.
But yeah,
I'm sipping. Y'all wild.
me and Swank was doing a show, and we had a few artists pull out, so we had the artists doing 2 songs each. They were doing 2 songs, and then I let one artist do 3 songs. And Swank come up to me, he was like, "Yo, bro, you let him do 3 songs. Now everybody got to do 3 songs."
Facts. Yo, that's a great point.
I was like, "Bro, what you talking about, bro? Tell me how to run the show, bro. Like, I got this." But then, like, I sat there and I really thought, I'm like, bro, he don't have to say that. He gonna come up, do his set list, and it doesn't matter, you know? Like, so he was really thinking about the crowd and the people. And at that moment, for 1 second, I let that slip out of my mind. I was like, oh shit, he's absolutely right. So I corrected my mistake immediately, and I went on stage and I was like, yo, guys, I let them perform 3 songs because artists pulled out. So if any artist who performed 2 songs wants to come up and perform a few more songs,
nice.
you're more than welcome to. We're gonna open up the mic to everybody. Let's just have a good time. You know, I apologize, and I corrected my mistake right there. I could have sat there and had my ego. I ain't wrong, no, but I had to accept I was wrong right there. It's okay. You know, we all are human. We make mistakes, and as you guys know, every show is a learning lesson. Where every show you get better and better, and you say, you know what I didn't do in this show, I'm gonna do in that show, and that and that. And
But
that.
I got something to rebuttal that a little bit. So I understand like being fair and giving everyone their, but like with some specific performers, it's better for them to go a little shorter. So like I'm thinking like for the overall vibe of the show and like flow of the show, some people get a 5-minute set. Some might get like a 7-minute.
But you
agree with
decide
you.
that beforehand? Like you tell...
I have 12 pages of different set lists that I'm changing every day.
So for that one, I was doing like a showcase. I didn't have. It was kind of like who first come
He was
first.
doing it by amount of songs. You do it by what?
After
by
that, I
time?
do it by
Show,
time.
just like a show.
After that show, it's straight time. I give you a time set list. This is how much time you have, and I mathematically planned it out.
Right.
Depending on how many artists I have, this is how long the show is gonna go. This is how long your performance is gonna be. This is when you're going on. Sometimes it changes.
Yeah.
It's the show business. You know what I mean? Shit happens. Yep. Sometimes you don't go on 7:15, you go on 7:25. That's not what I want to happen. I want 7:15, you're going on at 7:15. But it's about the time, because if you mathematically plan out a show, that's the best way you're gonna have a perfect show. You know what I mean? You weigh out the odds of this going wrong, that going wrong. That's when you create preventabilities, and you time out your show so you have a great show, because you could burn out your crowd. You don't want to burn out your crowd. You know?
That's true.
You don't want to burn them out. You don't want to, you know, at the end of the day, when I do a show, I think about it like a patron, because I like to go out.
Me too.
So
Yep.
I think, yo, do I want to be here? Would I stand here and listen to
Yep.
this?
Yeah.
Would I enjoy this? And if it's no, then what am I doing? It has to be presentable. It has to be beautiful.
Yep.
My man, talk about all the equipment you have accumulated. This guy got the most equipment I've ever seen one person have.
Really?
TVs,
All the equipment I've
everything's
accumulated.
mobile.
Shit, man. A lot. Shout out DJ Smooth, my brother, man. Smooth picked me up, man. He honestly, like, I inherited a lot of my equipment. A lot of my equipment I bought, but I inherited. Smooth's dream is to be a chef. So recently this year, he told me, he's like, yo, Papa, I want you to take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So he gave me a lot of equipment. But I just bought 2 new speakers. I just bought a new DJ controller. You know, I just bought a new wireless mic setup, because I'm about the wireless mics only, sounding beautiful. Got the trusted TVs. We got a lot of stuff.
Tables.
Tables.
Yeah, I have tables.
I had a venue. I had a venue.
20 tables.
Oh,
60
shit.
in a
Nice.
storage unit.
I didn't
That's
know
very
that.
nice.
Yeah, if you guys ever need tables, hit me up.
No
I
chairs?
got a few of the tables,
No.
like bar
Now
plastic
we're pushing
tables.
it.
And they, like,
Oh, yeah.
open up.
Let's not get crazy now.
They go hand in hand.
Nah, they do. No, but you know, a lot of
Chairs.
my venues that I book for the pop-up shops, they come with chairs for the vendors.
I built stages with my bare hands. I remember I told you that.
Wow.
Guy.
Yo, you guys ever need stages? I could build you a stage.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, with my bare hands, I build it.
Have you guys ever done a street festival or like block party?
That's what I'm dying to do.
Can we
like-
collab?
We
Because
could
I've
do
been
it.
dying to do that.
Throw one? Like,
That's
Throw
what I'm
one.
dying to do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like by
Let's
the
do
pier
it.
would be
I
ideal.
got all
We
the
just need
equipment to do it
permits.
outside.
Let's team up.
We can have
do it.
vendors.
Maybe that's what this podcast
That's
is all
what
about.
it was
Yeah.
meant for.
Shit.
We can have a shit ton of
Franjez
vendors.
is
You guys
there.
can handle the performers.
Mastermind over here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah.
One of my questions is actually your dream event and what's holding you back from doing it.
My dream event
yours
right
was-
now, Washington Square Park.
All right.
Dying to do an event in Washington Square
What's
Park.
stopping you?
What's doable? Do you know, like,
What's
how
stopping
doable it
me is that I just want to be like It just got to be right, and it's bread. It costs a lot of bread.
Yeah.
What is it, like a permit?
You need permits.
a
You need
lot of
sanitation. You need this. You need
You need
that.
the cops to be there too.
You need the cops. So
Every
it's-
vendor needs
maybe
to
I
have
was
a
waiting
permit
for this
too.
interview right
A
here,
lot of them don't.
meeting the right people, because that's not something you could do alone. I could do it alone. I don't want to
It's
do it
just too much
alone.
work,
It's
yeah.
a lot.
I could do it. I don't want to do it alone. I love collaboration. You know, if we could create a table that everybody could eat, man,
Yeah.
why not?
100%.
I told you that in the last podcast. This is one of the biggest problems in Yonkers and in New York City is that everybody's competing with each other instead of working with each other. You know what I'm saying? We all in the same race. Let's just get in the same cattle and hit the fucking ropes. You know what I'm saying?
My man.
The event could be bigger. You know what I mean?
If we all a part of
More
it,
money, more like people just don't realize
Well,
that.
the people down here are the ones competing,
doing it.
Yeah.
competing and divided and trying to,
where we at?
ego driven.
up here they're all together.
Exactly. The people up here, they're collaborating. They're working together.
They say the man is the one who doesn't want you to work together, because
Yeah.
when you work together, you're unstoppable.
Yep.
Who could stop you? No one. You know what I'm saying?
Divide and conquer. That's how you stay weak.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, dream event.
Dream event is that like a fest. I want to do a big outdoor festival.
Anywhere specific? Yeah, like he has an
So
exact
I mean, I've just
location.
been thinking of like certain places that I've already seen it because I'm like, all right, it's possible. Like it could be Harlem. Like there's a whole strip that they closed down in Harlem, like by Lenox Avenue. Is it Lenox Avenue? No.
Performed there once. They did the Juneteenth
Did they?
festival.
Yeah.
I think right around
so
there.
they could shut down that whole strip, and you can have it there in Dykeman. That whole area, like by Mama Sushi, you could shut that down.
Franjez knows
Fire.
all about that.
No. I used to party
Even by the
everywhere.
pier in Yonkers.
The pier's beautiful.
Beautiful place.
The new pier they building too. They building a brand new pier at Ludlow.
Really? Oh.
The
Oh,
Ludlow
shit.
train station, they're transforming into like a New York City park.
Wow, look at
Really?
that.
Yeah, so I already got my
Damn.
plans in the future.
That's fire.
They also got Tibbetts.
Oh, you can do
Tibbetts
events
Park.
there?
I've heard of that.
We could figure it out.
I remember
anything,
Figure it out.
I think anything is possible.
Honestly, something like that would be amazing.
Imagine renting out the whole Tibbetts with the water
That's
park.
what yes.
Fire.
Yes.
What?
You just gotta
If you
talk to
don't
the
come, you're a
talent.
loser.
Yeah. And
Stay
Yeah.
home forever,
Yeah.
never come out.
Last
Because that's
year,
lit.
last year I went to Rockville and EDC. They're like the biggest some of the biggest EDC.
Rockville, Long Island?
Rockville is in Orlando, in Vegas. It's the biggest rock festival
Oh,
in
shit.
America. I saw Slipknot, Disturbed,
Oh, wow.
Limp Bizkit,
Oh.
Foo Fighters.
Mudvayne?
I saw Judas Priest.
My man.
They've been making music since the 70s, whatever. I went there to Rockville, and then I went to and then I did a metal show, and then I went to EDC, and then I DJed down there, and I went to those festivals. Yeah, to get lit, of course. Come on now. But I went there to study the game, to see how the biggest festivals in the world do
Right.
it, and they're doing what we doing.
They're
Yeah.
doing, yeah.
They're doing what we doing, just on the
Absolutely.
grandest scale.
That's it.
They have vendors.
Yep.
They have security. They have performers. They have guests.
A venue.
They have a venue.
Yeah.
They're just renting out a
We're
baseball
just doing
field.
it on a smaller scale.
We just
Exactly,
renting out,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And they have the promotion, the money, the crew.
Right.
Because you know what type of crew that
You
takes?
need a team.
Whoo,
Oh, you need
You
to
need a
outsource
team.
all that.
a crew. Yeah, outsource.
Well,
hiring.
outsourced, insourced, but like hire the team,
Yeah,
the
team.
departments, you know? to do
So,
all that
but
stuff.
even there, the first day I was at Rockville, the mics were too low. I wish I was on them. I couldn't hear the performers. So even in the biggest shows in the world,
Yeah, there's still something.
there's still bullshit happening. So
oh, yeah.
just because shit get better don't mean it get easier.
Yeah.
Talk about
Biggie
it.
said it, more money, more
I
problems.
was literally going to say that. Facts.
100%.
So,
Where we at? Your dream event.
Yeah, man, just shit. I gotta pee really bad, so I'm gonna go pee after
Oh, yeah,
this.
go rip it. Come back with the conversation.
No, I got before I pee.
he's honest.
Yeah, I got
So I handle some business.
Yeah. My dream event. I want to everything they said. I just want to keep throwing events at different places, bigger.
Do you
bigger.
have a spot like a wow? That would be it. None of
I'm
that?
not like impressed by too many things. I don't know. But like if I did it at Capitol Theater, that would be cool.
Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden would be amazing.
Come on now.
New York.
I want to host
epic.
like retreats though and stuff in like Costa Rica and stuff.
Because
And
you're a
then have,
yoga
like,
teacher. That's
I
fine.
Yeah, and then
love
have
that.
like jungle festival
That's
type
so
stuff
Oh, that's
with like different
fire.
DJs, different
that.
like huge production.
Let me know when you're doing that.
Let's do that.
Let's
Shit.
plan
I'm
it.
there.
I'm
I will
there.
help you.
Yo,
I
I wanna
think
have,
you need
like-
a woman's touch. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
100%.
A woman's touch is very
100%.
important.
100%.
Because men don't always know what women want.
That's what I'm
No,
missing
yeah.
from my
You
life.
need the little details.
No,
Guys
but you
don't
also
focus on
need the
details.
woman. Yeah, you need a woman's touch to like
100%.
bring us down to earth
Yeah.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
man.
You know,
And make it comfortable too.
Yeah.
'Cause men don't think about comfort.
No.
No, I reckon stand right here.
Comfort and be, yeah.
It's like, no, we need some chairs. Let's get some couches. Like,
Let's get some
something.
scenery.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
hand out some
100%.
fans for the ladies and make
yeah,
it
I want like
hot.
I want to get like
All
a
that.
like an Airbnb eco villa something
That's beautiful.
on the ocean in Costa Rica, jungle right there, and then we just throw a festival, like
Fire.
huge festival, all different kind of things going on, fire dancing, belly dancing.
Sick.
There's some like
Have
ecstatic
people walking
dancing.
on
Who
coal
knows?
if they want to.
Yeah,
that shit
like
is fire.
all that shit. I want to mix all of it
Walking
together
on coal is crazy.
Yo,
and
that's
like
Costa
make it a
Rica
whole
life.
experience. A whole experience,
Yeah.
not just a show. Like,
Right.
An experience. That's what I'm about.
Immersive.
Experience. I have SYO. My event company I started is called EVO. It stands for Evolutionary House. We want to evolutionize the way you experience.
Ooh.
I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? We don't want to
I
just
like it.
we don't
Good.
we don't
like
want you
that.
just to go on an event.
I see. I'm like that. It's about the experience.
It's about that's what the most important. Like what you said, you hit it on the motherfucking nail earlier when you was like the event sells itself.
yeah,
You know, when we first started doing our shows, we didn't even drop the address. Like,
like
we just
that.
dropped a flyer, and if you knew, you knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the hype of it
That's
sells
fire.
it. You know, because it's an experience. You know, I told him before we did this event, I'm not interested in people who only think about finances when it comes to an event.
100%.
I can't do no cash grab shit.
No.
It needs to be beautiful. Even if I
Absolutely.
lose money on this, guess what? Everybody there had a beautiful time. I may have lost money, but I gained something that you
100%.
can't buy with money, and that's respect.
And the trust. They
Respect
trust
and a
into
good
your next-
time.
Yeah.
your next
And just
event.
like,
Trust,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Credibility,
Yeah, you know what?
too, and you're building towards
Right.
something.
Your name. Look,
Dude,
what-
I haven't, like, people look at me at these shows and they think, like, oh, this guy, he's trying to get us to sell tickets and he's making all this money. Bro, if I told you the expenses I had on the last
What?
show, I think I lost money on the last show that I had.
yeah, bro.
And
I'm
like,
losing money on the event I'm
that's-
throwing
that-
in June.
you know,
I already lost
it
money.
even happened
people
yet.
It
think
hasn't
that's
even
bad
happened yet.
business.
But that's
like,
how much I
shouldn't
wanted
be
to do
losing
it.
money. Like, they think it's bad business. but
My
I'm-
father's a businessman,
Yeah.
purely. He tells me all the time, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
Like, Dad, I love this. That's why. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, that's facts. Yo, speaking of, can I share a quick story before I pee?
Absolutely.
Of course,
I
share
still
it.
have to
I
pee.
want to hear
was
it.
wondering when you were
Yeah,
here.
no, I do
I'm
have to
waiting. I know
go.
you
Yeah,
should.
you said you had to go. You never
No, I
went. I
want
thought you went
100%.
already.
I'm gonna go after this story. I promise. All right. No, I grew up behind the scenes. My parents own a dance studio,
That's fire.
and they throw shows every like 4 or 5 times a year.
Like dance shows?
Yeah, like recitals,
Fire.
all that. But they add different elements in. They get music.
That's tough.
They get different kind of everything in there. So I think I've seen that my whole life. Like I've been behind the scenes of it. They do it at SUNY Purchase, Capitol Theater, all these like big places. And like you said before, when you see that, you're like, yo, all I need is that, this, and just get the place
That's
and
it.
promote it, and I can put a show together.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's it.
And my dad was the promoter of Studio 54 back in the day.
Oh,
So I think I got
wow.
that.
He's a legend.
I got that relentless promoting blood in me. I'm gonna pee.
There you go, my man. That's Josh Dooz. Come back soon.
For me too, I think it's also also like what separates from me is that I'm also the DJ. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it adds a whole different element to my event game because I don't need to hire no DJ.
Right. Right.
I don't. If you not, I got into arguments with partners that I had to get out of my business because why would I hire a DJ if they're not bringing nobody?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could DJ. For all that, I could play the music he's playing.
Right.
You're not playing better music than me. So if you're not bringing nobody, why the fuck would I pay you? It's not no disrespectful shit. I would love to pay a DJ if you bringing people, if you bringing the vibe, you bringing the talent. Hell yeah, I'll pay your ass. Let's do it. But if you're not bringing more people, you're wasting my money. And
That's
it's no
the
offense.
hard part too. Sometimes about like collaborating though. Like let's talk about the negatives like super quickly
Hell
because
yeah.
sometimes people are like very excited to collaborate with you and oh yes I'm gonna help you promote and host and they don't promote shit. They don't host anything. They don't tell anyone. They don't bring anyone out. And it's like, why did you even bother? It's like they just want to be attached to you, but they don't want to do what it takes to also make it successful.
They want to feel like a
you're the
superstar.
only one that cares about it. They don't give a fuck.
Clout and power is
Yeah.
a dangerous drug, and people want to sniff it.
Yeah.
So when they see someone with power, they want to get next to
Yeah.
you. And it's not like to sit here and say that we're powerful and we're better than anybody else. No, but to
Attention
have
is power.
to have the
And have
exactly to
attention
have
if
the
you're
ability
making
to
it event.
control and do something, people create assumptions and animosity in their brains that don't exist. You see what he said?
Yes.
They see you throwing an event and they think you making $1 million. But little did they know it costed a fucking $1 million.
It costed so much. Yeah, it cost so
My
much
last
money.
2 events I did in the waterfront, for 2 events costed me $3,600, $1,800 an event
believe it.
just for the venue.
Yep.
Okay, that's not including my staff, promotion.
How about your time and energy?
my time and energy?
Yeah, because you don't pay yourself for that.
I don't pay myself.
Isn't it crazy how we don't even
We pay
think-
everyone else and then think of ourselves.
You took the words out of
But
my
that's
mouth.
what makes
I was
you a
just gonna
boss.
Say exactly.
True.
Like we don't even
And that's what
think
makes you a
about our time
boss.
energy.
That's what makes us.
Yeah.
That's what makes you
Yeah.
guys bosses.
Yeah.
You understand? Because people think the boss is the boss, but then understand the boss got to pay everybody. So what's the boss left
That's
with?
facts. Yeah.
You
It's
know?
like whatever money I have left over goes back into the next event.
Exactly.
I don't see
Yeah.
that money.
Yeah.
So that's why I let that spot on School Street go, is because I was doing it so much. It was costing me like 2 bands a month just to maintain the place, just for rent, not including investment into my events, because I have to pull out my bar. I bought all the liquor. I bought all the hookahs. I bought this. I pay my bar. So it's like people stop appreciating when you're doing something all the time. That's why I told you recently, I'd rather do 3 amazing shows than 100 little shows.
Definitely.
You know, just to build that,
Yeah.
because overhead it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's beautiful. You know, the fact that you could achieve that overhead by doing what we do.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you appreciate all the people who support you. You appreciate all the people who
Oh,
support you,
100%.
Yeah.
and I do too.
Let's
You know
talk
what I'm
about tickets. Posh, Eventbrite. You have a preference, a reason why, or another solution?
You could do it on. You could do it on Posh. I've been recently mostly cash.
My
Cash
man.
money.
Oh, at the
events.
door, right?
Yeah, cash at the door. Cash. You know what I'm saying? You could RSVP on Posh, but when you get there, you gotta pay.
I like that, actually.
Yeah.
People don't like to pay for events ahead of
I
time.
noticed that.
Yeah,
It
they
doesn't
don't.
even matter what the price point is. It could be the cheapest amount, and they still have an issue.
Yeah, I'd just rather post up the event, and when you get there, you could cash at me, or you could pay cash. You know what I'm
I
saying?
haven't actually tried that, but I think I'm gonna do that.
It's a good
Cash.
method, because people, they got cash. Oh, they got Zelle, they got Cash App, but they got Apple Pay. I don't want to hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, with 2025, you got the way to pay me. Shit. I download Venmo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do Posh. I used to use Eventbrite, but I like I just think Posh is, I don't know, it just looks better. It's like more appealing. I think it's more user friendly. So yeah, I just use Posh. It's cool.
I use Ticket Tailor. You ever heard of that?
Oh no.
Nah, but you got to put me on right
Ticket
now.
Tailor is great.
Talk
you
about
could,
it.
You could customize the checkout, customize everything about it. It's probably all very
Yeah,
similar.
because Posh
He's not sponsored, by the way.
I'm not sponsored at all,
No.
but
We
hey,
also have
Ticket
Party
And that
Tailor.
Full.
sponsorship.
Yeah, Ticket Tailor, where you at?
And you damn me from my last podcast. I need that sponsorship.
Yeah, Ticket Tailor's good. And then cash at the door, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Josh, how has your view of success changed since you first opened Stockroom Records?
My view of all right. When I
like
first
that
started,
question.
I think I was definitely a little more ego driven, a little more like, oh, I gotta make this and be the best, and I gotta make this so that people, my friends, will see me. I never worked for corporate America, and I'm doing my own thing. It's not even about that anymore. Now I don't know. I'm at a whole. A lot of people don't get me. I think I'm a little misunderstood in the sense of. I really I love what I do, and I do it just because it's what I do. It comes out of me. I'm like a conduit.
I love that.
But I really don't give a fuck about making it because I'm actually enjoying the
my
journey
God,
and
yes.
the process.
We are so
of,
here.
of doing it.
I love this.
Yeah.
What is even making it, though?
Exactly.
Right.
I ask a lot of
What
people
is
that.
making it?
What is
Exactly.
making it?
Perspective is.
What
Right.
is make? I tell people, okay, you make it. You famous. Now what?
Yep.
If
You're gonna
that's
have
what-
the
if
same
that's what they
problems.
want, that's what
You're
they
gonna
get.
have
have
the
the
same.
same
You're
problems.
still lonely.
Yeah.
It's lonelier the higher you go too.
You still you still feel depression. You still fucked up. It didn't fix nothing.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
agree
the
with
journey
you.
is
It's
up.
about
Yeah,
the
man.
love.
Dude,
It is the journey.
I'm just having fun doing this. I love doing it. If I made a little more money, like, I'm not even being greedy. Like if I made a little more money out of this, I would have more, I think, time and energy that wouldn't be directly traded for dollar signs.
Absolutely.
That I could then make better stuff for the
Absolutely.
world
You could outsource
and make
more.
better
You
art.
could outsource more.
So I just recently, this is funny. I submitted to try to be on Beast Games. You ever heard? You know Beast
Yeah, I
Games?
know Beast
Oh,
Games,
yeah.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Of
Mr.
course.
Beast.
Come
So I
on.
made it through. Like I don't know. Hopefully this. I don't
Mr.
know.
Beast.
Yeah, yo.
He needs to be on.
No, I made it through like 2 rounds. I'm waiting to hear back. I might. Who knows what's gonna happen? Either way,
My man.
I hope
the
I see you on YouTube. I'll watch his channel.
Yeah, it'll be wild. But the question was like, what would you do if you won $10 million? And I was like, shit, I really wouldn't do that much different. I would keep doing what I'm doing, just bigger and better, and be able to like have more time and energy to do it.
Yeah.
$10 million. Not one person in my family would ever be hungry again.
Yeah.
It'll hurt
I mean, I would
less.
take care of
It'll
the
hurt
people.
less
Yeah,
when an
100%.
event doesn't become profitable. It'll hurt less. Now you get to just do it for the love, and you don't care about
Yeah.
making money at all.
Yeah.
It's just
That'd
the
be
love of the
nice.
game, you know?
That'll be very nice.
Yeah, man.
Let's end strong. If anybody wants to give any last words, plug anything you have coming up, go crazy.
Yo, June 21st, me and Franjez. We got another show coming on for y'all.
Hey,
Hey.
let's go.
At the Beer Garden once again. And we got more things for in store. I'm just going to leave it at that. A little bit of
like
mystery.
that.
Fire.
Also,
mystery. I like it.
shout out SYO Records, my record label. Shout out Evo. And shout out my family. I love you guys.
Mad love. I like that.
Yeah, so follow my business page is High Society NYC. My next event is June 7th. We're doing those DJ sound session parties.
Ooh, I like
you ever
that.
seen it on YouTube? Like the DJs playing and then the whole party's going on in the back.
love
And
it.
you
Like a
can
boiler
see.
room type of thing.
Yes,
room.
That's
exactly.
fire,
So
yeah.
we're doing that
Wait.
in a Brooklyn loft. We already have
Fire.
it booked. It's
Oh,
going to
that's
be
sick.
amazing. And so, yeah, I'm excited for that. It's going to be good.
Awesome. Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you guys.
Pleasure
too.
to
Yo,
meet you guys.
you guys are
Finally.
good people.
Yes.
Pleasure. Talk about it.
Thank you.
Talk about
Talk
it.
about it.
Thank you to
Talk about it.
our host, the one and only Mr. Franjez.
The beast, the goat, the legend.
Man himself. I got nothing to plug. Love, peace,
Facts.
and prosperity to all.
Like that.
And
Thank you
health.
everybody for watching. Peace and love.
Peace.
Peace.
That was great.
That was a
Can we
great
have another
podcast.
shot real quick before I go?